Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my home here in Santa Monica, California. Welcome to another Planting with Jewelyn. It is approaching Thanksgiving Day, end of November, and I'm wearing a tank top. It is in the mid 70s and I am loving today's weather. In fact, today and tomorrow is going to be mid 70s, and then I'm heading to Las Vegas and then it's going to creep down to like the 30s, 40s. So I'm enjoying the weather. I want to do another Planting with Jewelyn, and I'm trying to figure out before I leave for a week out of town for work, I want to set up my babies. So if you watch my last Planting with Jewelyn, I fixed up some of the babies I had in my collection, and today's video I want to set up my new babies, my rare babies, before I leave. And then maybe the day before I go to Las Vegas, I would like to maybe do some propagating. Since I'm going to be gone for a week, it'll be nice to cut a few cuttings from some of my plants and then see what happens while I'm gone. I like to do those kinds of things before I leave for a chunk of time because I'm not sitting and looking at them every day to see if something's happening. I like doing propagating right before I leave, so I have something to look forward to when I come back. So stay tuned. If I can do that before I leave, I'll pick a few plants to propagate from. So I have my potting tray here, I have my apron and my hair pulled out. I have two of my rare Hoyas here. I would like to plant them up today, my Linearis and my Macrophylla alvo marginata. So I have white planters here. We'll see. I'm going to use a chunky mix here. So this is cacti succulent mix with pumice, and I'm going to just reuse the soil also too that they have in their planter and mix it with mine. So let's see. I've had them now in my collection for, I want to say, a couple of weeks, and they've been in and out of my patio and on my shelf in my studio. So I want to do this for them before I leave, and maybe when I come back and I see that they're not happy, then I can go ahead and make some switches. So looks like a nice healthy root system, and I am going to mix my soil with this. And if you watched yesterday's video, which is the video I just filmed, I did my once a month drilling video to inspire you to drill holes in your pots. So if you haven't watched that and you're new to plants, I hope that inspires you, because you can basically upcycle anything. Especially with cacti and succulents, you can style them in all kinds of cool things. So my hands are kind of sore from holding that drill down. I want to say this is a good look for it. And again, when I come back and I see that they're not looking happy, I can always make the change. But at least I can set them up before I leave. I think that's gonna do good. I'm trying to think. With my Hoyas, I think a bunch of them are in terracotta and then a bunch of them are in white planters. So I'm fine with either or. It's more chunkier. So I have cactus and succulent mix here with pumice, but I'm gonna just add a little bit of orchid bark to make it a little bit more chunky. Just a little. Abby's hanging out. Yeah, we're gonna go to the beach after this, okay, honey? So just wait patiently. Okay, a little bit more chunkier mix with the orchid bark in here. I hope you like this mix. Had them in my collection for a while, and it's nice to set up my plants before I leave. And it is going to be raining on Wednesday and Thursday. Today's Saturday, but I'm not going to be here, so I hope that my plants will be okay. I'm worried about my cacti and succulents because I have this big shaded tree above my house, so when it rains, sometimes the patio doesn't even get wet because it just shades the whole patio. Okay, so I want to say this is the look for this. What do you guys think? It's kind of wibbly and wobbly, but once it gets rooted, it'll stand up straight. Set this on the side. All right, let's see how this Linearis will do in here, and I'm gonna try to get it so that it won't spew out because it is long and traily, so top heavy. I hope it loves living in this mixture. These are the first time I have these Hoyas in my collection, so just want to be very careful. Okay, I think you're good to go. Okay, I wish this guy luck. What do you guys think? He's so long and traily. I could, you know, if I wanted to make multiple cuttings, but I rather not because I'm new to this Hoya, so I don't want to mess with it. I'll leave this here on the side. Okay, so now I have another plant that I would like to have in coco coir. So I'm gonna put this soil back in here and then switch gears here. I have two rare ripsalises that are living in moss, but I'm not happy with that, so I want to change it. So let's move this out of the way. And cool thing about my potting tray is that I can do things like this. So emptying out the tray so my mediums don't get mixed up. Cover it. Alright, so without ruining any of my plants, I'm gonna have to wipe down this table after. Okay, let's bring up the babies. I got this guy here and this guy. So as you see, they're in moss. I'm really curious to know what the root system looks like, and then I want to change it to a coco coir mixture after. So I want to be very careful because I don't know what it looks like in here, but I'm curious. I need to know because there's one cutting here that's not even rooted. I might put this one in leco balls in water because my ripsalis rooted up so easy in leco balls in water. Okay, without damaging the plant. So I'm deciding on doing a coco coir mixture for this ripsalis, both of them, because I have a few ripsalises and epiphyllums in coco coir and they're doing really good. So a little bit more chunkier, barkier mix here. I'm curious to see what the root system looks like. What do you guys think? Am I making a good decision right now for the plant? It's been with me for a while. And curious to see what the root system looks like. I feel like I'm finally seeing something here. So whenever I touch the root system or very rare fragile plants, I have a very light hand, so not a heavy hand, and I want to see if I can expose the roots here, get rid of the moss and put it in its new medium, and I'll come back home, check on it. I'll be gone for a week, and then who knows, we'll see what the condition of the ripsalis looks like. Okay, I see what's happening here. So little roots, here they are. So there's one right there, and I don't want to damage the roots like by trying to get all the moss off, so I'm just gonna, like all of this, I'm not even gonna try to yank on it to try to get the moss off because these are all roots. Okay, so I'm not mad at that. Here it is. So that is as bare root as I'm gonna get. Let me move this all on the side here. Okay, now this didn't even have a root, and then let's see what's going on here. Like, look at this. This is all just moss. Like, let me know in the comments down below if you have any of your Ripsalises growing in moss and is it doing good for you. I'm gonna set this one on the side. Very gentle here. I'm gonna take Abby down to the beach today and tomorrow, maybe Monday, because Las Vegas is freezing cold, so we won't be able to have a lot of outdoor time because it's so cold. Haven't been to Las Vegas in 2 months. It's been a while. So we'll see what kind of chrome my nail guy ends up giving me. There's a few days left with these nails. Okay. I'm being very light-handed because I feel a root here and I don't want to lose any of the roots as much as possible. What do you guys think about the condition of the Ripsalises growing in moss here? This is applying. Okay, it's slowly getting down to the roots here. Don't want to stress out the plant too much. Okay, I'll take this. So here's all the roots, and I'm just gonna let it be as is because I don't want to damage too much of the root system. So let's get all of this moss out. And I decided to do coco coir this time. Coco coir, and I'm gonna do terracotta. So a little bit so I can get this out of the way. Okay. So let's see. I hope you guys like this new setup. I needed to see what the root system looks like too. Okay. So I'm holding it down with my 2 fingers. Very careful handling them. What do you guys think? Okay. That is as good as it's gonna get, I think, for me with this, guys. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Take a look at this. I think it looks better already. I don't know, that moss was driving me crazy. Okay, so that's that. Let's see. Move this on the side. Alright. Okay, let's see how to set you up. A little bit of roots there. This main part here I want in the center. So these little guys are somewhat rooted. I'm gonna put this guy in the center because he's the only one with a good root system. And you are gonna hang on this side. Okay. You on this side, you on this side. Okay. And then this guy, I don't know, I'm gonna stick him in here, but I feel like If he's not rooted up by the time I come back from Las Vegas, then I'm gonna put him into water. Propagate him to get water roots. Been wanting to do this for them for a while, but I wanted to give them a chance to get comfortable in Santa Monica first. Okay. I think I'm happy with my decision here. Put a little bit more here to get it stand upright. Okay, now let's see how you look like. Ooh, what do you guys think? I think it's perfect. Alright, so that's gonna be its new home. I'm glad I was able to do that. I think I did the right choice for it. Okay. Alright, you guys, that is gonna wrap up today's video. I am not gonna fertilize water them. I'll probably do it before I leave in a couple of days. I want it to get acclimated to their new little setup here, especially that there's different mediums in here now. So I have my 2 Hoyas here in white planters. I think I made a good decision adding a little bit of orchid bark in there for a chunkier mix, and then my Ripsalises, like, what a makeover. I think they're gonna be happier in this mix versus growing in moss, and hopefully whatever is not rooted will root up. But I'll keep you guys posted. But I think they look great, and I have to find a place now for them, and I want to be very careful when handling them. But let me know in the comments down below if you had these plants, or if you have them, would you have done the same thing I did and switch up their mediums that they're in, and do you think I set them up the best I could? I'd love to know in the comments down below. I want to say I did. I feel pretty confident about the choices I made for them. Hopefully they like the switch up too, and the decisions I made for them. If not, when I come back next month, I'll switch people up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this planting with Jewelyn. Sound off in the comments down below if you have these plants, or if you had these plants, would you have done the same decisions I made today for them and get them out of the moss and set them up in this way? And I think I made the best choices I could for them today. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads. There's a video that goes live every 5 a.m. Before I wrap up today's video, I want to do a plant friend shout out. This one is going to go to Jessica. Posted up on one of my plant tours for fall. She says here, beautiful setup. Love it all. Thanks for sharing. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me seeing all the positive comments every day. And I hope this inspires you. So I got some rare Hoyas and some rare Ripsalises planted up today, and I know I wanted to do this before I leave, so I feel much better leaving for a handful of days. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I want to say before I leave, I might either do Pot of Fame, or I'll wait till I'm back in December to do November's Pot of Fame. Thanks so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye.